start recording. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How are you? Are you in the building? Come on in. Doors open. Grab a chair. Heating's on. Biscuits by the kettle. Hey? God, it's fresh, isn't it? We're really busy at the moment because we started our blog sales. So it's already kicked in, which is great. And we appreciate it. Thank you. And I knew there was a load of you in there this morning because I saw all the, I had to laugh, all the canvas boards. Brum. I said, there go to SHAC. Good morning, come on in. You're lovely, honestly. It was brilliant. And the poppets, the postcards, vroom, out they went at the weekend. Well done. Thank you so much. That's what keeps the business going, you know, my friends. That's what keeps the business going. Yeah. So the poppets, lovely Lisa, who put them all together to start with. These are the poppets. These are the postcards, aren't they? We looked at the Christmas ones. Let's have a look at the flower ones now, while we're waiting for everybody to come in. Come on in, grab a cup of tea on the way in, biscuits by the kettle. Right, here we go, look, poppet postcards. So the idea is, because of course we're getting good at doodling and colouring at the same time now. So what we did was, we put together a pack of postcards, but what you'll see is the sizes are different. So for example, there's one for colouring, and then there's a small one of the same one, right, for doodling around, because we thought that would be really nice. So she'll be beautiful, coloured in and framed or cut and mounted. But then we can put her in a backdrop. Or for example, she is lovely, just coloured in and framed. You know, because you're getting good at colouring now. And the line art is such, just so that you know, if you were to use the #1 micron pen around the outside, there's no difference. It would look exactly right. So that's good to know, right? Yeah, so we sold out of these at the weekend. And so Lisa's on it again like a car bonnet, bless her heart. But these are beautiful for birthdays. I said in the blog, I particularly like this one, a little doggy. It was interesting. I said in the blog, we gave our granddaughter Evie a pack or a set, and straight away she started colouring it in, and then she started putting them all out and deciding which of her friends was going to get which one. Isn't that nice? And she was writing their names on the back, which I thought was a pretty cool thing. So they're great. They're great for stocking stuffers. They're great for you. They're great for, yeah. And are we going to start using them in the SHAC? I think we should. I think we should figure out how to doodle around the outside and how to take a little image like that, because we couldn't really draw that. I mean, Marina Fedotova's artwork is pretty spectacular, right? But what we could do is definitely doodle. I particularly like this one, actually. Where is it? We could definitely doodle something around the outside, couldn't we? Make a lovely, you know, with leaves and bowers and what have you. So yeah, I think we're going to use these I know that we're going to use these in the SHAC, because I think they're perfect. Yeah. We've kind of bridged that gap now, haven't we? All through since lockdown, we've been doing colouring, doodling, colouring, doodling. And we've been taking the bird postcards, which are beautiful, and they definitely aren't done yet, right? And we've been taking those and we've been colouring them in, and we've been learning loads with our colouring skills. That's not going to go back in there. So, and then we've been doodling. So now the last couple of times, when you think about it, we've been combining the two, haven't we? So last week, for example, do you remember we were doing this remember? Doing this, weren't we? And so now, hey ho, not only have we drawn this, but we've coloured it in ourselves. So now we're making our own art. Now that's pretty special. So that's cool. That's very cool. Stuart's in the building with you. So if you have any questions or you need direction, if you want to join the clubs because you want the extra discount and that on the sale, speak to Stuart, he'll give you the link. Well worth thinking about that, is because that adds another 10 or 15% to to your sale price. Now, I've been thinking about what we're going to do. So is it 10 o'clock? It sure is. Welcome to the SHAC. Safe, happy and creative. Stay home and craft. Let's have a cup of tea. God, it's like a bucket, this. And before we get going, you're going to look at my fingernails and you're going to go, well, what's happened? Has she had a nail-biting moment? No, she cut them all off because of her pottery. And it's a real weird thing because it's the first time in years that I haven't had any nails. So my pads, if you like, the tops of my fingers, they're exposed, whereas normally they've always got a nail to protect them. They really hurt because I was doing pottery last night. I went on the wheel. Makes a big difference not having nails when you're throwing a pot. However, yeah, nails serve a purpose for sure, don't they? I can't get in the coasters. I can't. But, you know, it was a decision that I made because I want to get really good at pottery. So forgive my horrible nails now. It's the sign of a true crafter, isn't it? It's like gardeners. You look at their nails and you think, oh, blimey. They do a lot of gardening. So I was thinking, are you all coming in? Come on in. Grab a seat. It's great to have your company. And I was thinking what we could do. I'm right into the doodling at the moment, and I think you are too. And so I thought what we could do is just have a couple more weeks on the doodling and the colouring, this phase, you know, because what I want to show you would work beautifully again on the buff, in black and white. Yeah, you know, like what we did last week, that, but a little bit different. So I was thinking that maybe we could draw some wreaths, design some wreaths, you know, like Christmas wreaths. I mean, wreaths have lots of symbolic importance, don't they? But getting in the run up to Christmas now, to build a wreath would be really neat. So I came up with a couple of little tricks and tips to make it easier. Many of you maybe already know how to do that. But I'll show you my tricks. What you need, and you may already have this, is this download. Do you remember when we did, what did we do with this? I know we used it for the baubles, didn't we? We definitely used it for the baubles. Stuart, you can help the good people in the SHAC, our SHACers, to find that download if they haven't got it. And if you haven't got it and you need it, then speak to Stuart. We can post it out to you. It might take a week because at the moment it's going to be the busiest. This is the busiest fortnight of the year for us, Black Friday. We don't do Black Friday, we call it Grey Friday. But this week and then the picking and the packing is going to be pretty manic. So if you can print it off, happy days. If you can't, don't worry. We'll pop it in the post to you. We'll print it off for you. But it's fantastic for lots of different design ideas. So what we're going to need, right? Come on, let's have a cup of tea. Calm down, Gray. You're all hyper. Come on in. You rock. Calm it, Kermit. It's only because I'm nervous, because I want to present something new to you. And then I wonder, are they going to like it? Is it going to be okay? Yada, yada, yada. Old habits die hard, don't they? You're going to need this. Right, so Stuart will help you there. You're going to need your tracing paper. A pad of tracing paper. We sell that. We sell that. You need low tack masking tape to hold it in place. And you need a pencil. So we use the old Faber-Castell because to my mind they're the best on the market. I'm just going to use a good, you can use any old pencil will do. I'm going to use a 2H, only because I want to get the composition right. To be honest, we'll be able to transfer this either with a light wave or just trace it through. Yeah, but I think we'll do it on we'll do it on tracing paper, so that way we can then apply it to our other surfaces, be it the buff paper, you know, be it, I don't know, buff paper, white paper, designer paper. So many different possibilities, aren't there? Parchment, that'd be nice. Ready? Okay, so I'll show you what I was thinking, because we're going to have a couple of weeks on this, so we can, and what I thought was, we'll start with a larger wreath, and we'll get the technique down that I've come up with, right? So we'll get the technique down, and then, because of this, we can go, you see, we can just start further out on a larger wreath, and then maybe we can challenge ourselves and come in a little bit and do a smaller one. See, because of the lines, it's all the same idea, but when you get smaller, it's a little bit more challenging. So let's start with a large one, and let's get our eye in, and then we'll go from there. Dry but overcast in Argyle today. Good morning, Hilda. Good morning, Fran with a plan. Good to have your company too. It's lovely to have everybody's company. It's not very nice here either. The kittens are on the windowsill like, see you later, Mum. And you know, as soon as I'm out of eye shot, they're like, straight on that table. What are they doing this morning? Chewing up a birth certificate. I said, that's not really. Trying to explain to a kitten that you mustn't chew that up, you know. It's not easy, is it? So I took it away. I thought that was the only solution. And gave them something else to chew. Right. But note to self, don't leave any important documents lying on dining room table when you're not in the room. Okay. This is the trick. I'll show you what we're going to do. And then you'll see. So we've got this, right? We've got that. And then what we've got as well, look, is, let me show you. So we've got here, I've got a holly one there. And then here, I've got a pine branch, a partial one. Here we go again, right? But what we've got is the circles. And the good thing is, it's not just the circles, but it's the dividers, it's the cheeses. So all these different little, because the thing about drawing a branch, let's call this a twiggy frame, okay? And when you do a twiggy frame, you want, much as you want it to look organic, you need it to be symmetrical, not symmetrical, but at least balanced, right? So I thought that this would be the perfect way to go. I've got another one here. This is the one we're going to start with. You see, this one's cool. And so you can see here, it's all run off here. All I did was take that, lay it over, I'll show you exactly how it works, right? And then it works really, really well. It's cool. It's very easy. But you'd never think, look, when you look at it, let's go in closer here. You'd never think that, see, it just looks like it got constructed without being drawn around a circle or anything, doesn't it? Hey? So you don't, if you've got that and you can draw around on the inside of that, you could do all that, right? The only thing is with this wheel, it's the outer, it's the dividers that give you the spacing between the branches. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is where we're going today. How do you fancy that? And this is a twiggy one, if you like. And I thought, once I show you the twig trick, then you'll see you can, I started with that one and I did the long, like laurel leaves almost. Then I went to the holly, exactly the same base, but you do holly. Then I went to this one, same base, but I went to the fir. So, and once we can work out berries, we can work out holly, laurel. There are so many different, you know, and then maybe we could throw a couple of baubles in because we know how to make them now. And we could do some ribbons and how about a couple of little gingerbread men and make it really festive. So there you go. Those are my thoughts. And I thought we'd stick with this for a couple of weeks and we'll just develop some really beautiful wreaths. Do you fancy that? I do. I think it'd be nice. So are you ready to start? Let's have a look. I'll just pop that over there for a minute. Pencil, I'm using a 2H. I want it to be nice and sharp. And then I'm going to use a bit of tracing paper. Okay, so I get a bit of tracing paper out of my pad. Are they in the sale, Stuart? The tracing paper? If not, there should be. I bet they are. But I bet that's in the SHAC shop. SHAC shop. Is the SHAC shop in the sale? Yes, I think it is. I think that was what the general idea was, wasn't it? Right, let's have a look. So once you've got your load, once you've got your print off, right, your download, then what we'll do is we'll stick it down, but it needs to stay in the right place. That's the thing. So let's do 2 at the same time, because you'll be looking at this thing and, well, what's the difference? This one makes it tighter, this one makes it bigger, right? So that's all. You'll see that the spacing here is larger than the spacing here. This is like 0.5 centimetre, and this is less than. Come on, we're just hanging out together. It's not a masterclass, is it? Hey, let's just do something nice together, okay? But what I want to do is make sure that it stays in place while I'm working. That's the key, because you don't want it to move. Not really. Right, that'll do for the moment. That should hold it in place, shouldn't it? See, that way I can still see, yeah? I can still peep underneath to see what I'm actually doing, because sometimes it gets a little bit busy. Okay, got that? Let's get going then. Right, so I was thinking, I just sharpen this up a little bit. Right, and then we'll probably come in a little bit closer. So the size that I used before was, let me show you. I wrote it on here, I know I did, but it's gone. There you go, 10. I wrote it down. So I want to show you, if we go out 10 on here, right, from the inside. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 there. Let me check that that's 10. See, it's not, is it? 11. Go to 11. I can see that it's not big enough. Go to 11. 2 in from the top. There you go, that's easier. 2 in from the top, okay? And then this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in from the top. There you go. So just make a little mark. 2 in from the top and 5 in from the top. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw a rough circle, okay? I thought what we could do is, since we've got 2 wheels here, let's just learn a couple of tricks, right? So you got choices. If you wanted to, you could maybe find something to draw around. You might prefer to, right? If you've got stamp boards, you know our stamp boards, the middle one of those, as if by magic, right? Bit of luck. Don't have to use it, you can just go around freehand, right? But if you use this one here, that'll give you the middle one. That'll do. Right, it's good enough. Right, and then this one, as if by magic, happens to fit on that as one as well. A little bit tight, but it'll work. It's good enough, okay? Right, so it's what you're going to need as well is a little bit of copy paper, so that every now and again you can do that so you can see what you're doing. Otherwise you're just looking at a load of lines and wheels. Okay, there you go. That wasn't too hard, was it? Right, so now we start. And if I show you the first step, you'll understand. See, the idea is, let me just find you the right layer. If you see the stage we're going to, you'll understand. If I let's go to this. If I lay this over the top, let me come in a little bit closer and then you'll see it. Hold on a second. Right, now you probably see it better. You'll see it better with the white copy paper and then you'll know where you're going. Right, so you've got your circle, right? What we're going to do now, there you are, is we're going to make these arms. Now the thing is, just fast forward in a moment, let me explain something. This is the same arms, right? And I've put the laurel on there, okay? So let's just, if I show you right through to same arms, I've put the ivy on there. Same arms, I've put the fir on there. It's the same arms every time. So once you get this twiggy wreath down, these bits, so we take our time doing this, because that is the basis. That's the basis for loads of different. You put flowers on the end of each of these twigs, if you like. You see, it's getting the stalks in place and the twigs, and then you start to decorate. Okay, which is no different really to when you build a proper wreath, is it? You've got to get the foundation in before you can start decorating it. I mean, we could put, I just had a thought. Wouldn't that be lovely? Hey, we could do, you know those ones with the cinnamon and the dried oranges, the slices? We could do one with that as well. That'll be lovely. Right, so what we need to get to this though is we need our download. And the reason I'm waffling is because I'm hoping that you've got enough time to get your download. Has everybody got theirs? No? So what we're going to do, you see in a minute, what you're doing is you're moving, you're going out and out, away from the line. You're moving mostly in the main. I've gone 2. Every now and again I've come in 3. Do you see? But in the main I'm just reaching across. Not always the same, but I'm always reaching across to that line. Different lengths. You'll see what I mean. Right, so I've got my line going here, and let's just start anywhere you like. Start here. Right, let's just, for the sake of it, let's start there. And what I'll do is I'll reach across to there. So I'm going to reach across and make a curve, and I can go through, it will help me if I go through there. Then I'll come up one and I'll reach up to there. See? So now it's up to you. Do you feel better coming? I actually found it easier pulling away from myself. So now I can come in one more, right? And I'm going to come all the way around to there now. Then I'm going to come, maybe not so many, see? Because I can always add them. It's not always 1, sometimes I'll travel 2, but I'll jump 1. Right, just stay on that line and then decide. Look at it first before you do it. I'm going to go to there. Then I'm going to jump 1 again and I'm going to come to there. See? So you do it in your mind's eye before you go. Let's have a look. See, now I'm going to miss one. Because you miss one, and I'll tell you why we're going to do that, is because in a minute I might want to put a ribbon down there. I might want to, you can always add it afterwards. Yeah, it's just easier. So let's miss that one. And let's come back to the centre. And then this time I'll go like that, curving out. And then this one, I'm going to come again. What shall I do this time? I'm going to go like that. And then this time I think I might play it safe and just keep doing the same thing actually. Like that. That looks quite good. And then this one, yeah, just, I might go longer that time. Yeah, otherwise it looks a little bit too computer generated, and it's not, is it? It's come down 2, I'll come in there. So that one's like that. And then, so you just keep coming off that main. Do you want to have a look at what it looks like when you, but it's not, see? That's all. twigs. We're missing one up there, but that's okay. We can add one there. I feel like I missed one there. But that's all right. Put a little one in later. Doesn't have to be now. Right, so we've come down to there. Have a look where we are. Where do we get to? Okay, cool. So once you get your twigs in, you see, this is going to be cool. Really, really, very, very cool. All right? Like that. And then I reckon now, like that. I'm going to come in, that's quite a long one like that. That'll do. So you bring in your twigs in. Now we're coming in now. Let's have a look. What do I want to do here? I've got that one coming in there. Like that. Okay. Bring that one there. Yeah. That one there. Just thinking. Then I'm going to bring that one there. That'll do. So, what happened to that one? The last one suddenly went off piste. It's like, ah. There you go. So the only real gap is up there, isn't it? I think I might just pop one in there anyway, just because I can. Just a little one. There you go. I've got something there. Oh, I've got a big divot in my... I thought that was a bit weird. I've got a big divot in my thingy. Right, so now, let's have a look. I've got my twigs in place, you see, and they actually work. I also thought, like next week when we go, we could make a woven one. So we'll do a twiggy one this time, and we'll get a lot of mileage out of the twiggy wreath, okay? And then next week we'll do a woven. So the whole thing is like twisted willow, and then we'll come off it. I reckon. Why not, eh? Why not? What else are we going to do? Wouldn't they make lovely, lovely Christmas cards? And then what we could do is get our writing going. So it says, you know, happy, peace always, stay safe, from our house to your house, something beautiful in the middle. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, okay. Right, cup of tea. Little sip, shall we? What's the time? 25 past. Good. There's no rush. Got so much going on at the moment. So much going on. This afternoon I've got to write up all the new design club. The Clarity Craft Club. We do projects, obviously. And I did a load yesterday, but I haven't written them up yet, because I couldn't get in the computer. But I can this afternoon, so that's my job. Yeah. Got to stay focused. Focus. I think that's it. You need, I don't know about you, I can only speak for myself, but I really need a routine, you know? I need a routine, and I need something that gives me joy. I need something to look forward to. And yesterday I worked really hard. I know it was Sunday, that's my choice. I worked really hard, getting ahead as far as I could, because I knew, right, that the water was installed downstairs in the pottery studio, and I knew what I wanted to do, yeah. And actually, it was the right cock up, because I went down there and I, you know, I've done everything I needed to do, and I thought, right, I've given myself 2 hours in the pottery studio, yes. And then I wedged the clay, and it was like, yeah. And then I got on the wheel, and I thought, blimey, I've gone backwards. This isn't easy. And it was flopping, and you know, and I thought, oh, what's happened? It's a brand new wheel. We've got all the gear. I've got all the gear. No idea what's happening. Anyway, I did about 3 pots, and I thought, this is rubbish. And he said, crap. This is rubbish, I said. Right? I was better than this 6 months ago. Then I looked at the bag, and I was using the wrong clay. I was using the wrong clay. So then I got the right clay out, and it was like heaven. Do you know what I mean? Having used the rubbish, not the rubbish, I was using the hand-built clay. So trying to throw with that was a right challenge. I mean, I managed to get something that was akin to her, but it was hard work and my little fingers were starting to hurt and I thought, I'm not enjoying this. And then I got the right clay out and it was like, it's like finding the gear, you know, the right gear in the car. It's like, hallelujah. And then I was off and running. So now I'm really excited. I've got to work really hard today because I want to finish at 5 so I can have a couple of hours on the wheel again. Oh no, she has a new addiction. She sure does. It was not a new one. It's just come a little bit closer to home. Yeah, so my point is we've got to have something that gives us joy, massive distraction, you know, routine, so you know what you're doing, and then something to really look forward to, isn't it? That's it. That's all it is. We'll get through this. We will get through this. You need routine, take your vitamins, drink lots of water, stay warm and safe, and have something to look forward to. Don't worry about what you can't look forward to. You know, don't worry about that. Look at what you can look forward to. Look at what you can do. That's it. We have to be a can-do group, a can-do society. Not, oh, well, I can't go on holiday, I can't do this, I can't see him, I can't see her. Don't worry about what you can't do. Think about what you can do. Really, really important. You know, I can only speak for myself. There's lots and lots of things I can't do. My passport, I got my passport out last week for the first time this year. And that was only because I had to go and pick a parcel up at the post office. And I had to take my passport. So it got an airing. That was it this year. This is the globetrotter, the quintessential globetrotter, who usually used to trip over the suitcase, never took the suitcase, never put it away. It was always in the corner of the bedroom. Empty it, fill it, empty it, fill it. Because I was always running around, wasn't I? If I wasn't going to TV or to exhibitions, or I was wandering around the world. And then all of a sudden, no suitcase, no passport, not required. But you do need it if you need to pick a parcel up. Oh, it's a crazy world, don't you think? Right, come on. Back on the wreath. Okay, so we've got that. Now, the next thing is, I think we'll go with the easiest one. The easiest one I found, right, well, we could do a half one as well. Do you want to do a bit of half one? Come on then. Right, so we've got that one there. Remember this line here? So what we'll do is we'll just make a spot, make a dot. There you go, there's your dot. And what we'll do is we'll only come up halfway. So it looks quite nice. See, this one's a bit different because you come out, look. So you come from the dot and you go that way and you go that way. So it's up to you how far you want to go, right? Let's just take this one up. And this time what I did do is I came in, yeah, because you got to, yeah, let's come in a bit further. I come in 3 on that one and maybe 2 on that one. There you go, I'm just going for it now. 2 on that one. I'm going to come, let's do a bit more symmetry grey. Come on. Symmetry. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to come round to there. Yeah. Like that. Rubber at the ready. Yeah, so we get a bit of like that. The reason that I'm keeping this one quite open, right, leave a couple of gaps, is because, there's the line that I'm going for, is because what I realised, here we are, right, round we go like that. When you did this one, when I did this one, because it's a fir tree one, there you go, because it's a spruce branch, there's quite a lot of needles, so you've got to give yourself a little bit more room. So I'm only going to go to there, and I think this one I might go to there. That'll do. So this is going to come along here like so. Let's start here and let's go, what do I want to do? Like that. That'll do. And then we'll come off this one here. I'm going to come off this one here and go there like that. Looks a bit wonky. That'll do. Doesn't have to be symmetrical. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Looks a bit more like a spider. But it'd be nice when it's done. Okay. So actually the symmetry wouldn't be a bad idea. There you go. It's not bad. Not bad. Good enough. See, because on this one, you're going to come down with the needles. I'll show you. So you want a little bit more space. That's all. Just a bit more space. But I worked out how to make it look real. Okay. Good. So now we've got this one. So the first thing we want to do, I find it easier now to put a piece of copy paper underneath. This is too busy for me. I've got my frame now. So for example here, right, there you go. So what we're going to do is put leaves on the ends. It's easy when you get a system in place. So what I was going to say is, so that it doesn't get too big and too willowy, wispy, right? You see this bit here? This could actually be part of the vein. So, for example, there. So you start the leaf, see, like that, and you can always top it up a bit, but 3/4 of it is there. I like these leaves. I think that looks really nice, you see? So you start the leaf here, there, and if you want to top it up to the top, there you go, like that. Or you can leave it. You don't have to. I went round afterwards, so I thought it was easier to do it while I'm on it. Right, so then you come down here. See? Let's put leaves on the ends. These are just little laurel leaves or whatever, I don't know. Nice though. Christmas decorations. I'm not going to bother with the tree this year. Not because I'm being bar humbug, but we got little kittens for a start, so that's going to be a catastrophe. And also, we've got lots of lovely decorations. We've got lovely stuff that we hang from the ceiling, like, you know, German things. And so I just thought, right, I'm gonna get a bit arty. We've got a really lovely wreath thing that hangs over the dining room table, you know, quite a bit big. That's nice. Then I've got these really lovely, you know, you collect stuff, don't you, as you go over the years. And I've got these beautiful, like white wooden and lace ornaments. They weigh nothing. That's the key. And I bought them in Germany over the years at the Christmas markets. And but they're very lovely, and they will, because they weigh nothing. I get a branch out of the garden. It's usually beech, copper beech. It's got a couple of leaves still on it, and then we hang it above the island in the kitchen. And because these ornaments don't weigh anything, they don't weigh down the branch, because the branch in and of itself is quite delicate. But it's too high up for the cats. They won't be able to reach it. Famous last words. If I see one of them hanging off it, because of the dangling. And also, it's very, it's earthy. It's not glittery. It's very, yeah, very German. You know, there's not a lot of bling. So I'll show you when it's up. I'll take a picture of it and show it to you. And then I've got this, yeah, so there are a couple of really nice things. And I think that'll do this year, you know. I think that'll do, actually. How are you getting on with you putting your leaves in? What about you? Have you got your decorations up? The English put their decorations up so early, don't they? I guess also, at the moment, it's something to look forward to as well, is what we were saying earlier, isn't it? Something you've got to kind of embrace it, really. So I'm guessing. And Americans, we've got Thanksgiving coming up this weekend, right? So that'll be a... Doesn't that look cool? So, you know, we're getting ready now, aren't we? Slowly. So you see, so we've got those leaves in now, right? Now the ones I did on here are longer. You see, they look nicer. These are quite short, aren't they, these ones? But it's just different. If you look at the one I did here, I just want to show you different possibilities. Check out the different leaves look completely different. But it's exactly the same branch. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Oh, my camera's moved. I'll have to check that. You see how that one... Now, where are we going here? The camera's... Can't use that camera because it's been shunted. It's all right. We'll use this one then. Let me stand up and show you. See how those leaves, the one we're working on, the leaves are smaller, but look at how tall and long the leaves are there. They look nice, don't they? See, but it's exactly the same, it's the same branch, same twig, just a different leaf. So if you wanted to make them longer, just make them longer, okay? And then what we can do, now we've got that, we can start now. What we can do now is now I could put longer leaves in. But before I put more leaves in, I'm going to decide where the berries are going to go. See the berries? Because these are quite big berries. So let's put berries in now. So for example, we'll put a pair in there. There. Like that. Let's go round a bit further. Here's another good place for a berry. Like that. See, so you start to fill. This would be a great place for a berry. Down we come, like that, like that. Beautiful place for a berry. You kind of got to step away from it and look and say, this would be a good one. Here. They're big berries, crikey, look at the size of them. See, so you've got balance. You've got one there, one there, one there. Something down here we need, don't we? Let's go here. Bit too big. See, and that's why we do it on. That's why we do it on tracing paper, so we can get our composition in, get the balance right. You see what I'm doing? This would be good. Put one there, one there. Nice. So once you've got that in place, now we can add a few. Once you're happy with the berries, maybe you want to put another one in there, I think. What about there? Like that. Yeah. Right, berries first, because they play a big part of the wreath, don't they? I might put another one in here, just because I can. There you go. Okay. So we've got a nice balance of berries, I think. That will do. We've only got one coming in. So now, right, it's all right. Now we'll put some more leaves in. See, that's the next thing. Let me take something to lean on. So you've got to step away, have a look, and now in come the longer leaves. So I'm going to come in like that. And I actually like those long leaves. So I'm going to add a few long leaves now. Here we go. Like that. Yeah, doesn't that look good? Right, long leaves. So all we do is we go round and you just going off that centre again. There you are. Going off that line in the middle. I'm going to put another long leaf in there. There we are. And the long leaf almost starts... Yes, it's going to look so nice. So the long leaves really... change the whole thing. There you go. So it's going to look so pretty when it's coloured as well, you see. Because that's the other thing that we're going to do, is colour it in. Right, now we're getting there. So round we come. And it's all right to do that as well, to overlap. So come round in this one. Right, long leaves. That'll look pretty. So you've got different things going on now, see? So this one. Okay. Might want to put a berry in there, actually, grey. Do you like it? I think it's coming together really nicely. See, and then what will happen is in a minute we'll just start bringing in the branch, because at the moment it needs to tie in a bit better. But you've got to get see, this one comes round like that. Got to put your leaves in first and everything. There we are. Here we go. Long leaf. Long leaf. It's really nice. I like the long leaves. I wonder what they are. And then as you come round, have a look. You've got to step away and have a look at it, decide what you want to add. You see? There's no point in build your wreath. I think what's important is that when we do get together and we do our SHAC, that it's practical, it's functional. This is practical art again, isn't it? Because we can make our own Christmas cards. And it gets us in the mood as well, I think, don't you? That's my chair, by the way, just in case you're wondering what that noise is. See? So you keep going in the same direction. It's going to be nice. I might put a little... What happens if you put a little leaf? Like that. Hey, hey. See? So you can put little leaves in as well. Little leaves are good. So we've got berries, we've got long, beautiful... I like those ones best. That's it. Put little leaves in to fill the... Got to bulk it out a bit now, haven't you? Put another long one in there. Would you make the berries... Here's your question as you're going round. Here you go. This is cool, isn't it? Would you make the berries red on this one? Actually, do you know what? I think we need to put a couple of berries there. Am I going wrong here? Yeah, because we already had them next door. I'm going to have to order this chair. I'm going to put a long leaf in instead. Less is more. Okay. What I find fascinating with this is that when you... They look cool. I think we need berries here though, see? I just feel like I'm missing a berry. I need a berry there, even if it's just one. Around we go. It's going to look beautiful when it's done. So you just build it up. But you've got to get your shape right as you're going round. Have you done this before, this sort of work? I haven't. We've got some beautiful stamps and designs of do you know what? It needs berries there. I'm just going to put a couple in. Little cluster of them. Oh, do you know what else we could do? Okay, not on this one, on another wreath. So otherwise it's going to get too busy. See, it doesn't have to be, not always too busy, does it? Put a little leaf in there. That's pretty cool, actually, isn't it? And then, you see, let's go back to my original one. What you'll see is what I did. I added little, if you can see that, I added little sprigs of little berries here and there, just for sort of for... So we've got the big berries, which I'm going to make into snowberries. They're going to be white. This is going to be on buff paper, and I'm going to do it in black, and I'm going to make the berries white, because I think that'll look fantastic. That's going to be my... Yeah, this is going to be white berries on buff. So if we're going to do white berries on buff, then possibly we could do with a few more. So berries wise, it's a bit busy now, Grey. Maybe what you could do is just put a couple of little random, like little clusters. Yeah, look, where there's a gap. It's just going to be an opportunity to put a bit of white in, see? Because that's going to look so cool. There you go. This is going to be nice. So there's your, so say that's your wreath. Looks a little bit bland down here. Got a bit some nice white berries in there, hey? Yeah, I think so. It's very pretty, isn't it? And then you see, when you draw it, now you've got your frame in, when you draw it onto your, instead of drawing the circle, what you're going to do is you're going to draw it like this. Look, I'll show you. You're going to draw it like that, and then you're going to come in like that and like that. And so everything that you do is coming into the vein, the central vein. So there is no, so this is going to be how it's drawn. And then you come down a bit further, you see, and then you come down a bit further and a bit further. So when you finish drawing it, it just is all woven into, it's just all come into one piece rather than a circle in the background. So that's when we get to transfer it, you see, this will all just, all these pieces will all go like that, all weave in. And it's really easy to do, isn't it? But it looks really nice. So that's the first one. What's the time? 10:02. So I think what we could do when we get together on, because what we need now is another one of the branches. So what I'd love you to do is for Wednesday, could you do another couple? Do a couple, right? Just exactly what we've done, where we went with the branches. Do a couple so that they're ready to go. You see, and then we could put holly on and all sorts of different things. But rather than always have to go back and do the, yeah. Would you do that? That'd be great. And then we can crack on with the holly one, which is really easy to do. But we'll do it together. And in the meantime, let's have a look at this one. This is the one that I was going to show you. So we'll do the holly one. We'll do the holly one on Wednesday together. Let me show you the pine one. This is pretty cool. Okay. Now the pine one, get a sharp pencil for this one. I mean, it looks more like a spider than a pine tree, but it will do. It'll get there. Right. So the way the pine one works is if you, let's just take that out there. Right. So that's going to be the top. And then what we're going to do is, what you're actually doing is you're doing this. If that's the branch, you're doing this. You're going up and down and up and down and up and down, and you take your time, but you're making tiny little, and then you're going into the same point. Go up and down. So you start at a point and you go up and then down to the same point, up and down to the same point. Okay, like that. And the slower you go, the better it will look. See if I can come in here. Something's happened to my camera. There. Let me see if you can see that. Yeah? So what we're going to do here now, focus. Right? Start with the outside one, and we're going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And you're going to go not quite as tall as the actual. I mean, you could go right up to there, but it's a little bit extreme. So the thing about this one, what I found when I was doing this, one, you got to take your time, We did this. Do you remember when we went down the woods? You go down in the woods. When we did that worked really well, didn't it? Right, just leave it there because we've got another one. This is going to bite in a minute. Right, so you go like that, like that, like that. This only works when you've done loads of it. It doesn't look like anything until you've got loads of it done. Right, so let's just get that up, down, up and down. So rather than doing sticks, we're giving ourselves something to colour in, aren't we, by doing it like this. Right, and now I'm going to start getting a bit shorter. Here we go, look. So I'm coming in, but I'm going to make it, that'll do. And then on this one, again, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to start coming in tighter. Right, lines, lines, lines. And then here we go again. And when it hits the other one, rather than go over it, just go to lines. There you go. That's the trick, is to just go to lines so that it doesn't bite. Yeah? So that was what I wanted to show you as well. Looks really nice when it's done. This is a real... See, this would have... Would you put red berries with this one? Or no berries? I don't know. Let's get the different leaves sorted first. The different sorts of leaves. Here we go. Slow down. If it starts to go a little bit off piece, right, here we go. A bit smaller. There we are. See? And then this one's behind the other one, let's say. So as it comes round and it hits that other one, as soon as it hits it, it starts to become lines. There you go, it's behind it. And you know we're going to do some really clever shadow with that. Right, have a look. This is going to be fine. Tight as you like. Try and stay as tight as you can. This will look beautiful when it's done. There you go. You kind of get in the rhythm. It's like the groovy system. You just get in the rhythm. Looks good, doesn't it? See, and then so you get your veins. And it's all on here. But this one, we're not even going to bother with that bit. So when we draw it, we'll just do this bit. I mean, you could do dots to you know, you could maybe do a little tiny bit up there. You know, that whole top and tailing thing. So you could do a little bit of that and then maybe one sprig just there like that. That'd be pretty, wouldn't it? Just one like that. And then off you go again. And that's the end of it, the branch. So you can see how you can build up your... So I like doing this. Just got to take your time. And then we'll get some fantastic wreaths going now on Clarity Worldwide, I bet. Hey? We'll get some shading going. I mean, at the moment we're just getting the line art in, aren't we? Right? Then you can decide what you want to do. When you get the shadow in, and then so let's see, today I've shown you how to do the laurel leaves and just with the snowberries. Yeah. Do you put a Christmas wreath on your door? We do. I got it on all year round. It's a lavender wreath. It's on the kitchen door. And it's a twiggy, it's hazel. It's dried out now, of course it is. But on the back it's woven hazel. And on the other side it was lavender. So in the summer it was lavender, but when you turn it round, you've got the lovely gnarled twigs, which is perfect for decorating. So the lavender, that's a little bit strawy now, so that's gone. So I've just flipped the whole thing around and we've just got this wooden wreath on the door, which is really pretty, and you can decorate with them. So that'll be nice. I think what's important is that we don't abandon our routines and our traditions, you know. I think we kind of make the best of it, you know. And like, the reason I'm not having a Christmas tree is primarily because of the cats, the little kittens. I don't want any accidents. I don't want any upset. I don't want them to frighten themselves. And, you know, it's got nothing to do with anything else. You always have a ceiling to floor Christmas tree, usually a real one. And I was talking to Grace as well on the phone in New York, and she's got hers comes in a box in 3 parts, and she said it's brilliant. And she said, honestly, Mum, it also, you know, it saves trees. And I thought, now that makes sense to me. That totally makes sense. I've always sort of thought, I've always poo-pooed synthetic trees. But she said, I'll only ever have to buy it once. I thought, well, that's not a daft idea, really, you know. I mean, I think the cats would still decimate it. But I get that idea, you know. And we planted a beautiful little spruce tree in the middle of the lawn. So maybe I'll decorate it. We can look at it out the window. But there you go. You see how you can build this up beautifully. It will work. It'll be lovely when it's coloured in. Right. So we've got our real loose berry wreath, and we've got our spruce branches, parts of, and then when we get together on, so this is nice, you see. This is a bit, yeah, it's no different. Just got a few more little pieces in it as well. But very pretty to do. And I think that it's, once you get the branches in place, you'll see when we get together on Wednesday, just do the branches again, it's good practice. And then I'll show you how to integrate the holly leaves, and we'll do the holly leaves and the berries. And then we could even do a mix, couldn't we? We could do holly and spruce in a, yeah, so let's just enjoy this journey now, shall we? And we'll get our composition right. And if you've got time and you fancy having a go, then go back to the, it's easy, you see, go back to this and come in a couple, make it a bit smaller. Maybe you want to make smaller Christmas cards. I mean, that's, you know, now you've got the idea, it would be no less difficult really to come in and use this circle or this circle. Try and see if you can make a mini, how small can we go with our wreaths? You know, I'll have a go as well. But I've got loads of other things to do. What am I talking about? And then on Wednesday we'll get together and we'll crack on with our wreaths. I hope you enjoyed that. Stuart, thank you for your help. Don't forget, we've got the big sale on. If you fancy treating yourself to a few bits and pieces. The way it works is Monday to Thursday, it's a Bloggy Blitz sale. So in other words, all things not to do with, that are not Clarity branded. So all things that we use, like paint, ink, all those things that you need to make your stamps sing or your stencils sing, all those things are going to be blogged, and they're the kind of lead up to Friday. And then on Grey Friday we open the doors, and that's where we put all our other wares on display, all our Clarity goodies. So this week it's a real while stocks last sale, and then from Friday it goes to we'll just keep making it, you know, and it lasts till midnight Monday. So there you go. This is the biggest sale of the year at Clarity, and yeah, we're going to be busy. And please bear with us. You know, we'll do our damnedest to get the orders to you by Christmas. That's obvious, and it'll probably be a lot sooner than that. But thank you anyway. And I'll see you on Wednesday. So God bless, be safe, and thanks, Stuart. Bye-bye now.